Mr. President, on Friday, tens of thousands of individuals filled the streets of D.C. and marched up to the Capitol building. They came from every background and from every corner of the country. High school students, college students, church groups, individuals, families, united by one mission: to testify to the truth that every human being, no matter how small or vulnerable, is of infinite value, created in the image and likeness of God, and endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights, chief among them, the right to life. Abortion statistics are grim, Mr. President. Roughly 1 million babies being killed by abortion every year. So many lives lost, so much love lost. But the March for Life is an occasion for hope. It is a powerful reminder that life has many, many defenders, and in every place in this country there are men and women and young people standing up for moms and their babies. Of course, the March for Life, as big and important as it is just one small facet of the pro-life movement, which works every day to offer help and hope to moms in need. In 2024, for example, pregnancy resource centers around the country provided more than $452 million in total medical care, support, and education services and material goods to moms and their families. Here in Congress, it is vital that we do our part to support moms and to protect babies. And I'm very proud that with the Working Families Tax Cuts, Congress enacted the first pro-life law in decades. Thanks to Republicans' landmark legislation, this year some of the nation's largest abortion providers, including Planned Parenthood, are prohibited from receiving federal Medicaid funding. Organizations that have turned the killing of babies into a business are cut off. Later this afternoon, Mr. President, we will be taking up legislation to ensure that pregnant college students are aware of and able to access the support that they need to carry their babies and parent while continuing their education. The Pregnant Students' Rights Act, introduced by Senator Ashley Moody, requires colleges and universities to ensure that all students are informed of the protections and accommodations available to them should they become pregnant, such as modified class schedules, excused absences, physical accommodations, and more. No student should ever have to feel that she needs to choose between keeping her baby or completing her education. And the legislation will help ensure that pregnant college students are aware that support is available to them in their local communities and on their campuses, both while they are pregnant and after giving birth. Mr. President, I'd like to think that this bill would get 100 votes here in the United States Senate. The pro-abortion movement and the Democrat Party have long claimed to be for choice. Well, what better way to ensure that women actually have a choice than by making sure that they are aware of the resources available to them? This bill does nothing to restrict abortion. It doesn't even mention abortion. It simply ensures that women know about the support and accommodations available to them, and that they have information about how to file a Title IX complaint should they have or face discrimination. Mr. President, this bill should have unanimous support. And yet, Mr. President, we fully expect that by and large the Democrat Party will oppose this legislation. That's right. The Democrat Party will vote against legislation designed to do nothing more than inform women of the resources available to them and of their rights under Title IX. Why? Well, that's a good question, Mr. President. Why does the Democrat Party oppose making sure women are informed of the support available to them? For that matter, why has the Democrat Party opposed legislation to ensure that babies born alive during an abortion are protected? Well, why did they remove safety requirements around chemical abortions, requirements designed to ensure that at least the mother, if not the baby, was protected? Well, Mr. President, it's because they're afraid. They're afraid if they support even the tiniest, most common sense measure to ensure safety around abortion or protect babies, or even just ensure pregnant college students know the resources available to them, that they will somehow inadvertently point to the truth that they are so desperate to hide. The fact that an unborn child is just as much a human being as you or I. Because after all, Democrats are fighting an uphill battle, Mr. President. We know science. We have ultrasounds. We know very, very well that that unborn child waving her hands or sucking her thumb on the sonogram screen is a human being. And every one of us knows at the core of our being that human beings deserve to be protected. Abortion requires us to suppress our natural instincts. It requires us to close our eyes, stick our fingers in our ears, and pretend that the human being we see on the ultrasound, moving her fingers and kicking her feet, is nothing more than a clump of cells that we can sacrifice at will. And so I understand that Democrats are scared, Mr. President, and they should be scared. Because when it comes to abortion, they have built their house upon sand. And sooner or later, that sand will crumble. Sooner or later, the truth will win. Life will win. I want to thank everyone who marched for life here in D.C. on Friday. And I unite my work and my prayers to theirs, that the day may soon come when every baby, born and unborn, is guaranteed the right to life and the full protection of our laws.